Interfor shares have been falling after the American president singled out Canadian lumber as a national security threat to be investigated. Let's go to Bloomberg Equities reporter Stephanie Hughes. She joins us now to talk some more about this. All right, Stephanie, Interfor getting caught up in all the Trump trade rhetoric. We now know tariffs will be in place tomorrow. Donald Trump confirming that a short time ago. So what kind of effect has the stock had today?
Hey, Marilla. Yeah, that's right. So all this tariff talk has really been putting an end to the lumber party today. And that's it's especially been the case for Interfor. Those shares fell as much as, or by nearly 10% at its lowest point, which was the lumber company's biggest intraday drop since June 2022. So it's really been a while since we've seen a move of that magnitude, especially for Interfor. And like you mentioned, Interfor is really being swept up by this broader lumber company angst, especially after two executive orders that U.S. President Donald Trump has imposed over the weekend, one of them marking Canadian lumber as a potential national security threat that needs to be investigated. The other one was this move to boost U.S. lumber production, kind of moving away from imports from Canada. So because of this, the Scotiabank analyst team said that they really had no choice but to downgrade Interfor from a sector outperform rating to a sector perform rating. That's kind of like moving from a buy to a hold on a stock. They said that, simply put, lumber producers no longer have that balance sheet flexibility that they had a few years ago to kind of handle problems like this. And that is especially the issue for Interfor, given that it's been hanging on to about 35% of its net debt to invested capital ratio for a couple of quarters now. So analysts mentioned that Interfor is in the same boat as other lumber companies, especially as these macro risks really emerge. But given that debt load there, it's really poised to see more balance sheet risk than its peers there. So we're in the newsroom. We're just keeping an eye on lumber names and other affected industry names from these tariffs, like auto parts, what have you. Like you mentioned, we did get some confirmation an hour ago that these tariffs look like they're going through tomorrow. So it's going to be a wild ride, Marilla.
So you mentioned that some of the other lumber companies are in better shape, or their balance sheet is in better shape, so they're not really going to get hit as hard. Do you know if they're getting hit at all? I don't know if you've had a chance to monitor them today.
Yeah, you know, I did check out Canfor. That was also in the red after these tariffs were confirmed, and it seems like the anti-dumping duty is being almost tripled on these imports. It's a lot of the Vancouver-based lumber names are in the red today, but maybe not to the same degree as Interfor, because it's hit with that double whammy of that downgrade on top of these risks here, Marilla.
Got it. Let's get to gold, everybody's favorite to fly to when things are uncertain. It's been benefiting from all the chaos and all the questions. Which stock in particular today is taking off?
Absolutely. So Gold has been, and gold and silver, I should say, has been leading the gains in gold mining names, precious metals names. So what's been bad for lumber and other tariff-hit industries has not been as bad for precious metals names like Gold and silver, since it's being treated as a safe haven play. Those shares are up as much as 5.6%, sort of the biggest intraday gain in nearly a week. And other precious metals names were moving slightly higher today as well, like B2 Gold, Oceana Gold, Torex Gold, First Majestic Silver, so many others to choose from. And gold prices were being given a boost as well there too. As these uncertainties build up, especially on the eve of what's now confirmed to be tariffs coming through to Canada and Mexico, people are continuously seeing this as a safe haven spot, and that's been a really big part of the gold rally, not just in the past few weeks, but at the back end of 2024. First, it started off as an interest rate cut story. Now it's emerging as a economic uncertainty. We need to put our money somewhere safer. So big part of what's fueling the gold rally, and we're watching that dynamic play out this week, especially, Marilla.
All right, so we will have to leave the conversation there on gold. Is a good place to leave. Stephanie Hughes in the Bloomberg newsroom. Stephanie, thank you.